The squad selection for the men's T20 World Cup created a lot of buzz over the weekend, and today I'll break this down to you, the good, the bad and the ugly. What really has worked, what surprised us all, who possibly missed out, and importantly, can this squad go all the way and defend the title they won in 2024? Let's begin with the biggest talking point here, and the one I had mentioned as we looked ahead to the squad selection itself last week, the exclusion of Shubman Gill. The boy who was touted to be the all-format captain, BCCI got him into the T20 squad as well, but numbers just didn't add up. Gill was not exactly able to find his feet.
Shubman, we know what a quality player he is, perhaps short of a little bit of runs at the moment. Unfortunate to missed out in the last World Cup as well because you went with different combinations.
But hold on, I for one do not think this is about the lack of numbers or lack of form. No matter what anyone else says, it was clear as day Gill's inclusion in that playing 11 was just not sitting right. It just didn't give the right balance to that entire playing 11, because that meant Suryakumar Yadav would have to come way later than what I feel is ideal for him, because you want someone like a Tilak Verma to play higher up. So to me, the exclusion was fair and means Sanju Samson gets into that 11, possibly. And consistent or not, an explosive opener like him in this format is necessary, alongside someone like an Abhishek Sharma. So kudos to the BCCI for taking that bold call and deciding to drop Gill for this one. He has years on him and this decision could be revisited. I want to take this moment to especially mention Suryakumar Yadav here for acknowledging his slump in performance. That was refreshing to see.
A sportsman doesn't always enjoy a good time. It's a learning process. There's always a phase where you feel it's a learning stage. For me, it's that learning curve. It's been a bit up and down.
And here's the point again that I make about players like Surya, even Sanju. These are match winners, players who can turn the momentum of any game within seconds. And you can never really underestimate these kind of players. The rest of the batters kind of pick themselves. So discussion points there as well. Guess who makes a comeback on to this squad? It's the youngster I said who could sneak in given his scintillating performance in leading his stateside Jharkhand from the front in lifting that maiden Saeed Mushtaq Ali title. Ishan Kishan coming into that squad is my biggest takeaway from this selection process. It's simple, isn't it? If you value your place in the system, you value your time, do the hard yards and with diligence, there is no way the universe will not respond. Ishan Kishan a year ago was nowhere in the picture when it came to Indian cricket. An acrimonious fallout with the Indian management, the BCCI dumped him and quite literally gave him the warning that his time was up, and if he was not going to go back to domestic cricket or take his time off seriously, he can forget about coming back to the national setup. And Ishan performed. The initial months would have given him a bit of a rude shock, but he got back in. Performed for the Hyderabad franchise in the IPL this year, performed for his state side afterwards and led from the front as skipper. And BCCI had no choice but to pick him. This was a lesson for anyone out there. You grind it out and you'll find your way back.
The boy who always brought a smile to everyone's face stopped smiling. As parents, my wife and I used to cry. It was a difficult phase and it has passed. People were saying he had no interest in playing for India. It was painful to see those memes. He has worked hard, and now that he is part of the World T20 team, we are very excited.
Of course, I did mention everyone else picked themselves, but here's one other addition that is nice to see. Rinku Singh making it too for that lower order assault, a very key component again. But there were a few players who missed out too, like Yashasvi Jaiswal. No room yet for another opening option, with Ishan Kishan coming through, doubling up as a wicketkeeper as well. It can be disheartening, but that's how the dice rolls. Same with Jitesh Sharma. Pity he had to miss out. But given the person who has stepped into his spot, he really can't blame anything or anyone here. Just plain bad luck. But one person who could have come in is Mohammed Siraj. He did feature in the last T20 World Cup. Harshit Rana takes his place, making it a fifth all-rounder option in that squad after Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel, Shivam Dubey and Hardik Pandya. One too many, you may think, because the only place Siraj could take is that of Rana. Arshdeep Singh, despite that horrendous over against South Africa in the series, has to be in the reckoning. There is potential there. So Siraj missed out to an all-rounder, and that's something that has increasingly become the norm here. You look at some of the top T20 squads the world over, and the most successful sides, they bat deep, right up to number 9. And that's what are unfortunately the demands of T20 cricket today. You got to be a Jasprit Bumrah to walk into any side, no matter the format. Now, can this squad go all the way? That's the biggest question. This probably is really close to the best possible squad the Indian selectors and the management could have picked. So step 1 looks to be done. Box is ticked. Time to look ahead and see how this will shape up.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is First Post Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karj mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. First Post.